for us, so here goes. Grabbed by the St. Louis Blues, which stops at Calgary, Toronto, New Jersey, Chicago, Buffalo, and Montreal. As Grace once said, there's no higher compliment than saying somebody is a hockey player's hockey player. And Doug Gilmour is the ultimate hockey player's hockey player. Let's give a warm welcome to all the ladies and gentlemen, Doug Gilmour.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I've just talked 20 years. Like, it's so refreshing to come to a place that you haven't been before, meet people. Again, I've been retired for almost 20 years, and it's fun to get out. I'm not at home. It's awesome, but more important, just to tell stories and have fun and go hurricanes.
Well, that's what we're here to do tonight, is tell stories and have fun. So I'll start off and ask a couple of questions, but if there's anybody out there who wants to ask a question, we're going to have Terry, we're going to have Bill, and they're going to be walking around with microphones, so please raise your hand and feel free to ask the question. Now's the time to do it. So first off, Killer. Love the nickname. So many similarities when I read your book to the movie Slap Shot that it's uncanny, but Killer ranks right up there with Ogie Oglethorpe, I'll tell you what. Where did that nickname come from? It might surprise a lot of people here.
So, Ryan Sutter was my roommate. I had him for 5 years as a roommate. One of the probably most intense person I've ever met in my life. Taught me how to compete. He says, you know what, a lot of people say, you know, don't take the game home with you. He told me to take the game home with me. So, I was 155 pounds, I had a mullet, and he called me Charlie, after Charlie Manson. So, that's where Killer came.
Okay. Not what I was expecting, but that's a good start. Get it out of the way right away. You talked about you weighed 160, you had a mullet. It's funny when I see those pictures in the book. And a lot of them when you were smaller, you were with your, Adam and Pee-wee and Bantam teams. And in all these pictures, first of all, the thing is you guys have usually won a tournament or a provincial title. B, you always describe yourself in these pictures as, I'm the one in the white socks, or I'm the one with the number 14 on his helmet. And really, and don't take offense to this, you could have just said, I'm the short one. In all the pictures, right? I'm the short one.
I was sitting down.
Sitting to that, yeah. But you were a small player, right?
Yes. So playing minor hockey. My dad, I'm from Kingston, Ontario, and my dad and mom went to school in Don Cherry, so he was very biased at the Kingston guys. Don actually coached my brother in Rochester as well. So growing up, I was a defenseman, and I got drafted in junior as a defenseman. So actually, I was number 4, Doug Gilmour, 4, York. So I can go into the story about this. I was about 12 years old, and I had 3 goals in one game. It was on a Saturday, and got home and went to get my equipment out of the trunk, and my dad says, leave it there. He goes, he didn't do anything today, everything actually didn't work at all. So I go to the house trying to figure all this out. Next day, played again. We won. I didn't have a point. Got out of the car. Went to go in the house. He goes, no, son, get back here. Get your equipment. That's the best thing you've ever seen. So it was all about work ethic.
And that stuck with you through your entire career. 100%. Okay, so full disclosure here. And I'm not that Oilers fan that threw the picture in the garbage, but I am an Oilers fan. Which now makes, which now, hey, go ahead and play, hey. So, that makes a bunch of people in here. This is Calgary now right here.
Is this a boxing ring?
Okay. But that now, Calgary and Toronto, kind of, right, had a hard time with that. A lot of people say you would like him if he was on your team. They've said that about others, and I disagree, right? I did not like Ken Lisman, I would not like Matthew Tkachuk. You, I would have loved to see on my team back in the day. But that out of the way, you were drafted 7th round, 134th overall. Drafted by an NHL team is kind of a big deal to most. What did you think when you heard your name?
I was on a train from Cornwall, where I played junior. We played a ball hockey tournament, and I actually hurt my knee. And so I took the train home, and my mom picked me up, and I said, where did I go? And because I was still at Cornwall, train station was in the radio. I thought I was supposed to go in the 3rd, 4th round, and I didn't. So I had to pick up St. Louis in the 7th round, and right up the road where I lived in Kingston in the country, Rick Wilson, he was already in St. Louis, he was the 1st rounder for them. So it was kind of ironic that I was pissed. I was drafted so late. I had a chip on my shoulder, went back to the training camp in Cornwall, and getting ready for the regular season. Starts, second game into it, we're playing against Kitchener Rangers. There's a guy named Mike Eagles, he's a lefty. I'm a lefty. I didn't know he was a lefty. Broke my nose, cheek one. So my brother's at the game, and my brother's 13 years older than I am, but I think he's shit now. So he played in the minors for about 7 years, and he goes, what are you doing? It's like, just go play your game. And I ended up with 177 points that year, and I got to St. Louis the next year, and they asked me if I could check. Okay, you want to play the minors, or you want to play the NHL? I said, yeah, I'll check. And that's the Gilmour gave me the opportunity to play against the best center, best lines in the league, to learn my game, and kind of copycat it as well.
Now, further to that, Gilmour, when you, like you say, he basically told you to be the check, right, to work on that. So your first game against the great one, Wayne Gretzky, the good news is you did your job and you held him to 1 shot on net. Bad news is he still ended up with.
Well, the problem was Edmonton's in St. Louis, and they probably got in about 3 o'clock in the morning. So the first 2 periods we're winning. I think it's 5-3. Well, they decided to wake up and it'd be a 6-5. So that's how good he was. I played these at the Canada Cup, and I didn't know how fast Wayne was once he starts cutting. And again, I was a junior when he was in pro, and I tried to copycat some of the stuff he did, like behind the net. When I talked about jersey, and the reason why the first, say, 5 years, there was only one size of jersey. It was big. And mine was so big, so I tucked mine on this side, on the left side, because I couldn't see the puck with my jersey was too big. It's a true story. We didn't have the sizes back then. So, yeah, he's one of the best players, obviously, in the world, and I tried to learn, and watch him every day, and to play against him. Yeah, he's good.
Well, like I say, you did your job because you held him to 1 shot doing what you're doing, but you still ended up with 5 assists in the game. So,
thanks.
Yeah.
Good job.
You're welcome. You did your job. Oh, all right. So, as a professional athlete, I'm sure you were asked to endorse a bunch of different products. Now, some of you might remember the Head and Shoulders spot that was done in the mid-90s.
Great haircut.
Absolutely. And you might have forgotten there was another spot that you did in the mid-90s. Roll the deal.
What do the Gilmours do when Doug isn't playing hockey? They get around. And what's the Gilmour's secret? Exercise, a balanced diet, including the fresh, cold taste of milk.
What taste?
Why, thank you, Amy. That's why there's a move to milk.
Yeah, my ex-wife looked good back then, didn't she?
And this
I'm not
one
gonna
is
say no or anything.
this is lots of where Dancing with the Stars was born. Because Dancing with the Stars wasn't even the
If
base.
you see the first commercial with the milk, and that says, "Hey, Ducky." So this is a little embarrassing here because I get there and I think it's gonna be leggings. No. They come in, they give me a Speedo. Put the Speedo on, stand like this for 3 hours. They shave my legs, and pain. So now the billboard people that want to dance say I have to take the jersey off because every time I move, the makeup would run. So I tried to make sure the heat was up. Right? No shirt on, Speedo, and cow legs. A little embarrassed.
Well, it's a good thing YouTube still has it on there, so we can find it. I'll tell you what. Between the dandruff and the milk, I hope you got paid a shit ton of money to endorse those things. All right, so let's go to a point where you were playing for the Calgary Flames, and we'll get to a lot of what happened in Calgary in just a little bit. But you had kind of found out you were traded before it became official that you were traded. And again, when I hear this, I think it's slap shot. But tell the story of what happened in Calgary when you found out that you were traded, or going to.
Okay, Doug Reindrau is the new GM. Cliff Fletcher took a job in Toronto, and we're on a road trip, and I had to go through arbitration with Doug Reindrau. He wasn't too happy about that. We didn't really like each other as players, and now he's the GM. So we're in San Francisco, and we're playing at the Cow Palace before the San Jose rink was being built. 7 o'clock in the morning, I get up, go to the bathroom, and you know, I had joining orders. My joining orders, that right start. So it's like, excuse me for the language here, but this is what he said. F him, I'm gonna trade that son of a bitch. And I'm like, hang on, is it Gilmour? So now I'm laying down on the floor, listening to the next door for a half hour. I know I'm going to trade it, I don't know where. So at that time, in Calgary, we had Team Canada. Called my agent, said, New Year's Eve, we're going to have a party afterwards with the team. I'm going to tell the team guys I'm done. I'm going to go play with Team Canada. And then that's it. So next morning, we're at a table, probably from here to there, because I really haven't been in bed yet. And Reindrau says to me, he goes, if you walk, I'm trading you. See ya. I walked, and 24 hours later, 10-cut deal to Toronto.
Wow. What a way to find out. No adjoining hotel rooms when you're on the road. Okay? Lesson learned right here. Any questions out there? Anybody got a question? Yep. Anyone? Hey, wanna bring a mic over there, and then we got one of that right down here too.
What's it like with a Sandman?
Oh, again, I have a ring on if anybody wants to see it. When I got to Calgary, you know, you talk about leadership. You know what? I was number 9 in St. Louis, and some bushy mustache guy in Calgary had number 9. Some guy that was my roommate, when he lays in bed, he looks like a shark, number 19 to 100. 29 was Joel Otto, that's the only number I didn't want that anyway, so I went to 39. And Terry Chris was our coach, and Crispy, he could lose it at times, and I just remember Crispy yelling at me after second period or whatever, and he walks out, and I just pick up my head down, and Lanny's like, Get your head up. We don't listen to him anyways. We're going to play for ourselves. We're that good. So, again, it was awesome. And 20 years, I only got there once. So, it was, all I can say is, I was blessed to be on that team.
I'm just curious what your professional or personal relationship with Carey Fraser is in the last 30 years.
Poor Carey. Here's how I'm going to put it to you guys. That he didn't see it, as he said. There's 2 lines in there. All I had to say is, just say this out here, because if the lines would call it, it's 5-minute game misconduct in LA, in the hood, not a chance. You're going to kick him out of there. So, I got it along the lines, and again, Carey had like threats and different things, which is not right. Everybody makes mistakes. And I can always tell you, I did call him about a year and a half ago. We've done promotional things together and stuff, and I said, Carey, I'm sitting there during COVID and watching Game 6 that I'd never seen before, just the highlights. And I said, are you freaking kidding me? I'm not even talking about high stick. You were so bad that whole game. I'm yelling at the TV, my kids are there, the boys are laughing. He goes, Dad, what are the rules? I said, I don't know, but just don't high stick, yeah. So, Carey's good. Again, we had Game 7 at home. And Bob Kenzie, that's on TSN, he used to work with the Toronto Star. He wrote an article going into Game 7, and game. Wayne Gretzky hasn't done anything. The best player in the world, you're not going to wake him up now? Like, come on, it's stupid. So, Gretz had 3 goals and a couple of assists that game, so got beat, unfortunately, but it was a great series, it was a great playoff run. So.
And I think we can all agree that the only person that had better hair than Doug Gilmour in the 90s was Carey Fraser.
Before I retired, Carey retired just a year before I did, damn it. Because I wanted to go on the ice and mess his hair up and just walk off and say, see you later.
That would have been awesome. So, you're in Toronto, and you have an open practice, right? And so this is where they basically open it up to fans who come watch the practice. Now in Toronto, they do everything bigger, unfortunately, and so there were 10,000 people that showed up within a matter of 15 minutes in front of Maple Cars.
Yeah, so it's an open practice. We didn't have skills competition those days, so it was just an open practice. So fans come in, see the building, everything else. So I lived here to that wall away from Maple Leaf Gardens. So I went like the 36th floor. Oh my God, how am I going to get in the building? Like, okay, I'll figure this out. So go in the closet, grab a Leaf jersey, put it on, ball hat, sunglasses, and I stood in line with everybody until I closed that door. And then finally I took everything off and then I walked in. So practice was supposed to be at 1 o'clock, but it didn't happen until about 2:30 because all the guys were excited on the autographs.
Oh, that's awesome. Any other questions from the crowd? Anyone? Yeah, over here.
Well, other than the best team, the Edmonton Oilers, was there a team or a player that you absolutely despise playing against? Maybe?
You got that right. Darius Kasparov. So this guy, I got traded from Chicago to Buffalo with JP Gilmour, and I'm playing against Pittsburgh, and he knocks out JP on a bad day, And so the game's over, and where we park is where the bus is. So I'm standing kind of in the parking lot, waiting for Darius to come out. And my wife's saying, let's go. I gotta wait for somebody. So, Pastor is out, and challenged him and tried to fight him outside. And he took off, jumped on the bus, and next day at practice, and Rob Ray comes up to me and goes, what happened last night? So what are you done? I said, I went home. I didn't go anywhere. He goes, Marty called me, said Casper is on the bus. Won't talk to anybody, he's shaking, he's pissed off, and he won't talk to people. He goes, what did you do? I was like, I didn't do it. I'd be spending for 20 games. They found out what I did, but yeah. So that's the guy I like.
Any other questions? I think I saw a couple of hands over here. No? Okay. Hey, go ahead.
Greatest player ever played with Dougie?
Gregor. There he is. You know what? There's so many good players. But just goaltending, for example. I played in Jersey with Lemieux, Hassick in Buffalo. There's so many good players. Like the 87 Canada Cup, just to be a part of that team. And the only way I made that team was the players on the team. Like Mike Keenan is the coach, and the last two players, one guy's got to get cut. It's either Dave Coolin or I. Dave Coolin is just happened in Philly. So the players voted me in, not me. But again, just be a part of that 87 Canada Cup and watch it. That's kind of Mario's coming out party and stuff, but yeah, the rest of the team got a small guy. That was a great one.
And from players to coaches, when you talk about some of the coaches that you played for, Jacques Laberge being the first, then you go to Calgary, you play for Terry Crisp, you go to Toronto and play with Pat Burns, then you go and now all of a sudden Jacques Laberge is coach like that. It's a pretty impressive list of coaches and mentors that you've had the privilege of playing.
Jacques Laberge is probably one of the best, because nobody knew that he couldn't be like right or whatever, so he hit all that stuff. We're playing in St. Louis, Game 7. Sorry, not St. Louis. I'm with St. Louis against Calgary in 86, 87. We're Game 7 to go to the Cup Finals. And true story, we have a charter ready to go, and we lose 3-2. But Jacques Laberge's speech was, well, they're over there, Bob Johnson. They're looking at videos. They're trying to figure out our game plan. We don't even know what our game plan is. But this is where we separate the boys from men. So let's go, boys. So as I go on to that story, so we lose. Harry Arnett owns the team. He bought the team for $3 million, and the ring for $10 million, and he cancels the charter. So we're in Calgary. We have to get back to St. Louis. We all have to pay for our flights home. No, the true story is. And then we had bonus money in those days from your contract for playoff and getting around. So your money in the summertime is the playoff money. So we're expecting $50,000. Finally comes, there's Mark Hunter, 4 of us, take our checks. It bounced. NHL. Our checks bounced. So we didn't get our checks till probably mid-August. It was too late by that. You'd say, hey, Mom, Dad, that is something. I'm playing with you, Michelle, don't worry about it.
And now we're back to slap song again, right? Who owns the team? Yeah. We talked about Edmonton's been mentioned a couple of times, and of course we've been, lucky to have them in the Battle of Alberta, which has been a long time coming. It was a great series, but I don't know that it compares to the Battle of Alberta that you had back in the day. I mean, just kind of like, can you even describe it?
I really didn't have the battles of Alberta because Rex got traded the year I came in too. So he was in LA, and Marty and Khrushchev went that way. And so, yes, we had a battle where Flurry scored, went down the ice, nobody could catch him, crawling the boards, and game 7 at home, we lose in overtime, Deacon scored. So, it was just different. It wasn't the battles that previous, because I've rewarded the wars and everything else that went on, but we played in '83. We played in the Chuck Norris division. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like we were one game over 500. We were first place. So it's Jesus to walk out the floor. Jesus walked out water and Chuck Norris is going on there. So again, it's some of the things that those days are just, you get up in the morning and you put your equipment on and you're going to go play in the 80s and early 90s. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. So.
Hey, you got a question back over there?
Hi, Sandman Signature Lethbridge Lodge.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I thought you were a doctor for a second.
Well,
You might not have told me not to work out until we're better shape.
You follow your heart.
Same doctor told me they had to buy like a 30-year-old. Then I had to pay the vet.
Okay, so follow your heart, not your doctor. Two-part question. When you were playing in Calgary, did you ever learn how to milk a cow?
No.
Oh. I feel like you missed part of the experience.
I guess I was thinking of that time.
It's okay, we're all nervous at times. Second part, what's the most ridiculous interview you've ever done?
This one right now. Thank you.
It's an honor to be part of your memories.
It was probably, I forget the guy's name, but it was in Calgary, and he said something stupid to me, and Mike Toast, certainly, true idiot.
Who knew it was Mike Polk over here?
Did anybody have that on
Do
the
you remember the
radio?
question? You remember Mike? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, question over here.
Yeah, my name is Dan, and I just have a question for you, Doug. What are your thoughts on the 3-on-3 format of overtime and going to overtime play? Basically, because the way I look at it, as soon as the puck is dropped, the person that's taking the draw has the option of going off the ice, and once that team gets possession of a puck, they can end up obviously scoring the goal, winning, or going to.
I'm gonna let my doctor answer that one down there. Again, the game's changed, and I think it's exciting. 3-on-3, it's exciting. It's like, I would love to have 3-on-3 back there and stuff. It's, I can't say anything about it. I just, once you get the playoffs, you change it. It's kind of old school rules, and levels got to go up a lot. But I'm not a big sheet of that. So I'd rather see overtime. 3-on-3.
Okay, any other questions?
recently on Sportsnet, they showed the top 10 penalty box moments. you hit this one when you were in Montreal. You got the penalty box and slammed the door so hard you shattered the glass. Number one, did you try to do it? Number two, did you get fined for it?
Okay, so it's playoffs. And after 9/11 happened, I sat before you with cancer. I'm retired. I'm not home with Toronto. Montreal calls, you want to go play. I said, okay. Can you give me 2 weeks to train? So I got to go to Montreal. And I get to Montreal. 2 days later, we're playing against my team, Buffalo, at home. Jeff Hackett gets hurt. I'm awful. I haven't skated in a month and a half. Then, 3 days off. Then we go meet the Buffalo. So, first shift, my daughter, her husband now, they come to the game. They're about a minute late into the game. Back to Alvarado, runs over Jose Theodore. First off, put $5,000 on the board to win. I take Barada out. I get kicked out of the game. We won the game, and I get suspended for 2 games. It cost me about $25,000 that game, the first Montreal game. So, now playoffs. I take it only, and I'm 39 years old. I don't know if I'm going to play again. And I'm pissed off, so I slammed the boards. And I put my head down with the last stroke, like nothing happened. And I'm to myself, I'm like, fuck. I've been here for a while. So that could have been my last game. So fortunately, it didn't happen that way. Then I came back and played 1 more year. So.
I want to go through the list because you obviously played with so many people, and some were good, and some were good on the ice, and some were good off the ice, and some were probably different. And so I just kind of want to go through and over the years, who is, I think I know the answer to this, but who is, who's the closest to a brother that you have now after all the years of playing?
Probably Wendell.
You guys got along, you guys, yeah.
Wendell didn't like me very much. 87 Canada Cup, we were training at Wendell. This is the second year in the league. And he's the first one to get cut. And somebody signed his pants, Stu Wendell, that's what she's told you. I didn't tell Wendell it was me until I got straight to Toronto.
So speaking of that, who was the biggest practical joker that you ever played?
I tried to do certain things. Everybody knows Bearcat and Calgary trainer. Bring in donuts once in a while, and we had this wax machine for arthritis and knuckles and stuff. So I'd get the donuts, the wax, put them back in the box, jelly donuts, all Vaseline inside it. Trainers are excited about donuts. I think the best one, as somebody did this, I don't know who his name is, but I started with Doug, but somebody was doing something, wearing, cut tie and socks, and nailing your shoes to the bench, and all kinds of stuff. So I got punked one day, I take a little part of your back of your pants, cut it in it, and then sit down in your pants, open up when you're on the road. So I figured out who did it. In back of the days, there were car keys. So I grabbed this nice car keys, went to the skate sharpener. So we had to call a tow truck to get a start. We started. And there's nothing wrong with this car. So it cost them about $300 to figure it all out.
So would you say you were the biggest practical joker or somebody else? Yeah, okay, all right. who was the just the craziest, like the absolute craziest person you've ever played? Because I look down the roster, and there's a lot of names that I'm going, man, it would be so interesting to play with that guy for like a season. And you played with some crazy ones.
Oh boy. I think the guy that was kind of off the wall, if he's a Western boy too, Lyle Odeline. He's
not who I would have picked, to be quite honest with you.
We get traded to Jersey Gate all night, and it's like we get to the rink early, and it's a Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock game. Odeline's on the couch. Again, 2 o'clock game, he's there at like 10:30. We're there, he's got nothing to do. We're staying at the hotel, so, well, he just got back from New York City. He's hammered. We're playing Pittsburgh, and there's a guy named JP in the room, goes 6'8", and defenseman, average defenseman. First shift, Odeline fights him. So he can sit in the box and get his rest. And fights him again. So, again, just too many crazy stories. And, you know, I played with Kobe and a lot of different people in Chicago. If there's any Chicago fans here, I apologize, because I signed with Chicago because Bill Wirtz and Bob Pulford, they called me 10 o'clock at night, but it was July 2nd. Listen, Brett Hall's going to sign here. We want you to come here to wear his dad's number. Everything else, for that, you agreed to it, these guys are hammered. Brett Hall signed in Dallas 2 weeks later. We're going, Chicago media's going, why do you pick you over Brett Hall? I'm like, oh, all right. So, yeah, a lot of good information, right?
Absolutely. Are you a superstitious guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything on the right side goes first.
Really?
Socks, shoes, pants, herbs.
Who's the most superstitious player you know?
Yes, I have no idea. Goalies, certain goalies.
Yeah.
Certain goalies are easy, certain goalies you don't even look at. But all four you don't even look at. He's on his own program. So when I got traded from Montreal back to Toronto, I came to Calgary and played my first game. I hurt my knee in the second period. ACL was on the down. But I get in Florida, Montreal, Toronto. Okay, Toronto's already in Calgary. So commercial flights, I get there, see everybody. So it's like tied over me. It's like, oh, you should have seen Andy last night. Yeah, he went to the home. Said, okay, well, he looks okay. He goes, yeah, I had to knock him out, carry him in. Not getting your goal, we went for a game to get our tickets for a game to get home. It's like fucking bullying.
And on the opposite spectrum, really good as I enjoy that team. Opposite spectrum, Mike Vernon, was he pretty laid back before
Vernon was awesome. Yeah, laid back. He's rehearsed the same way. Hasek, whatever. He's yeah, but no, Vernon was awesome. Okay.
We have a little bit of time left. If anybody has a question, now is probably a good time to ask it. Go ahead.
We all hear about the heroes, we all hear about the great players. Who is someone you played with that you don't think got the dues better than they thought?
So just in case you didn't hear, you asked who somebody that Doug played with didn't maybe get their the accolades that they maybe should deserve.
So many players that I played with, but I'm going to say, because I had success with Toronto, I'm going to say Felix Hoffman. So he beat me as a 21-year-old and dominated for years. And everybody remembers this fight. So Felix and I, we lived in the same building, right beside Weekly Gardens. And we sat kind of beside each other in the dressing room. So one night, it's a Saturday night, and I said, "Where are you going tonight, Felix?" This is about 2 months before the playoffs in '93. And he goes, "Queen Street East, and this punk rock band is playing down there." I said, "Okay, I'm coming." So, okay, walk over, our jeans on another coast, go down the bar. I said, "I'll grab some beers, just wait here." So I come back with 4 beers, and then, where's, all of a sudden, I look over, he's in the launch pad. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Pat Burns will kill me if somebody drops it right now." But Felix was just an awesome guy, quiet. Yeah, streets of Montreal, he was talking to them. He said he likes to fight, and I didn't really listen to him until I saw him fight excellent.
Hey, go ahead.
How did you find the transition from a player to retiring? Like after beating the game and getting ready and being always focused to nothing.
So you know my ex-wife. Oh boy. 20 years. It's like a lot of games, and it was all over. It was kind of refreshing. That you didn't have to worry about getting up to a practice. So things changed. Kids started playing hockey, and my big focus was, because they were 2 years apart, probably 9 to 7 at a time, and getting up on a Saturday morning, make sure that every kid to practice. Because it happened a lot of times that kids are wrong, it's the wrong practice. As soon as I saw the cars in the parking lot, I'm going, "Oh boy." So, no, it was good. I didn't want anything to do with hockey for about 3 or 4 years. Then I got back to the Leafs for player development and stuff. And again, you have to have, it's got to be passion too. You have to have everything into it. It's like, as close as you can get to it for me, was coaching. That's when I went to junior coaching for 3 years. And so it was good.
Touch briefly on that, because you started off as an assistant, then coach, then general manager, then the president. A couple more months, you probably would have owned the team, but you're
not with a 10-foot pole.
Your experience on that side of
Yeah, you know, you and I were talking earlier, the hardest thing is cupcakes, because their dreams are what we had, but it's reality, I get it. There's a lot of talent, and some kids, if they're better than they are, some kids don't develop, because the first rounder is good, but he's not as good as third rounder. And prime example, Jason Robertson in Dallas. We drafted him in the 5th round. And he's one of the best players in Dallas right now. So it was good. I had issues with referees sometimes. We're in Windsor.
Good thing we don't have that all VP.
I said to the one ref, I said, "Seriously, are you pregnant? You missed another period." Please on the bench like that, right? So this one ref, we're in Windsor, we're winning 6-2 going into the 3rd period. And all of a sudden now it's 6-5. It's 35 degrees. Just, it's ridiculous. And the ref looks at me and says, "You're a better player than you are a coach." During a game. The play's down there, the ref's there. I said, "I'll see you inside after." I did. I waited for him. The security came in. Got called the next day from the branch. Just said, told the story, and he looked. Said, here's the deal. We'll let it all go. Make sure he does not ref another game the rest of the year against us. He goes, no problem. 2 days later, I'll ref again.
All right. One more question, go ahead.
I signed us.
Hey, Doc. We got no respect, yeah.
I have some respect.
Nobody's giving you respect.
Well, there. I don't know why you think that's a deep, but this is personal. I don't know you, but my cousin John Gustafson happened to be called up to the Toronto Police in 92-93. So I was just wondering, who's the best locker room guy and why is it John Gustafson?
I can honestly say, I have no idea who that kid is.
It's funny because that's what the rest of the NHL said. It was a magical 4 games.
4 games?
Yeah, behind Grant Fuhr, I believe.
Yeah, I must have been suspended or something.
All right. Throughout your career, you've met thousands of fans. And some you've met, some you just signed a hat, signed a jersey, signed whatever. But every once in a while, as we've seen, especially in the past couple of years, somebody special comes along and comes into your life and changes it, totally unexpected, with something like that. And for you, that person was Jeanette.
Yeah, there's this young girl, she was probably 6 or 7 at the time, and she was a year older than my daughter. And Bob Fleming, the hammer, he used to play in the area, fighter, lived in Calgary, called me and goes, can you come over and see Jeanette? So she had leukemia, and went over to see her, and I took her just like my daughter. And the parents, Jimmy and Guy, were awesome. And so I go see her at Christmas time. I said, what do you want for Christmas? She goes, I don't want to wait. I want to live in the park. And she was a great girl. She lived for 3 years. She did her mission, and then we came back, and then she passed away. And you know what? You go to work, you go home, you got issues. You don't have fucking issues to the language. You go see kids at sick kids hospital and stuff, going through this, and you know, a smile on their face. You were there to see her. It was overwhelming. And so after I see her, I said, I got no problems.
And one of the reasons why I ask that is because obviously sometimes a fan can change an athlete's life, but sometimes an athlete can impact a fan's life. And you did that to a person that is in the room tonight. So I want to call Colin going up. Where Colin, where are you? Okay, Colin's got a story that I want him to tell you. Okay, and then it's not a favor I ask of you, but I will let him tell the story because he will be able to tell it much, much better than I can.
Thanks, Dylan. Thank you.
I did.
Yeah, it was very nice editing with photos of you and your guests earlier. Well, about 30-some years ago now, I'm 6 years old, in the Children's Hospital up in Calgary, the original, not the new Lego one. And I'm being wheeled from ER to ICU with severe respiratory failure. What was not a good outcome predicted, pneumonia, very bad for a kid to be going through. So after a very unpleasant time in the ER, being wheeled in bed, and you were just finishing a PR event at the hospital, and we're being wheeled past, and in full flames regalia, you're there in the hallway, and we wheel past you. And the nurse who's pushing stops our bed, and I kind of wave at you, and the press people are trying to hurry you along to get to the next thing. And you say, no, I want to sign something for you. So they found that photo in the bag, and you signed that, and 30-some years later, that is what I remember from what ended up being 3 weeks in the hospital, 3 weeks with my friends, 3 weeks at school, a very difficult period in my life. And I remember just you taking a moment of your time in what was clearly a very busy period for you to make a very bad time for me a little bit better. So you signed a photo for me back then. And unfortunately, when I moved houses 10 years later, I lost that photo. It just somehow didn't get unpacked. I have the same Calgary Flames photo of you. I was wondering if you would sign and replace it.
Good thing we didn't throw that back in the garbage, huh?
Yeah, again, there's so many special people that you meet throughout your lifetime, and the charity work and different things. And I did a a bowling event called Buggy Ball in Toronto for 6 or 7 years, and the marketing guy passed away after. But it's like so cool. And we started the ball at the home house. And after about 4 years, they said, go somewhere else. We have too much money right now. So thank God they said that. And we went to Special Olympics, and it was just, again, you can't keep enough as it is. So just enjoy every moment. And again, if response makes mistakes, that looks all over.
Thank you very much.
Done?
You are done. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Doug Gilmour. We're going to have to wrap up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time now for the second official portion of the night as we salute this year's inductees of the Kirk's Tirecraft Wall of Honor. This wall was created to honor those who put this team and the city on the hockey map, both with their play on the ice and how they represent the team off the ice. The first inductee, Nathan Barrett, here's a short video on Nathan's career as a Lethbridge Hurricane.
Barrett played parts of 4 seasons in Lethbridge from 1999 until 2002. In 236 games, Barrett totaled 309 points, one of only 4 players in team history to reach the 300-point plateau. The Vancouver product scored 40-plus goals in 3 straight seasons. He led the league with 107 points during the 2001-2002 season, capturing the Bob Clark Trophy, and also won the Harry Ingerfield Trophy as the Hurricanes MVP in his last 2 seasons. The Canucks drafted Barrett in the 8th round, 241st overall, and he went on to play in 315 career professional games before retiring in 2008. After leaving the game of hockey, he remained involved in the game, helping to mentor younger players, and was involved in a training center. Barrett currently resides in Vancouver with his wife and his 2 daughters, ages 7 and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nathan Barrett! Glad to see you here, Nathan. And I should mention, Nathan is one of only 2 Hurricanes to win the Bob Clark Trophy. The other being, if anyone can tell me who gave you 1 night of free parking at a recent Hurricane game, right? 1 night of free parking, if anybody can tell me who the other winner of the Bob Clark Trophy was. Kevin St. John, who said it? It's an L. Well, you getting free parking. Come over here for a second. You pay double for parking. How about this? There you go. All right. Okay. Where are we? I totally lost my place here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to introduce the second one. He is going in as a legend. It is none other than Mike Moeller. Roll video.
Moeller played 3 seasons as a Lethbridge Bronco from 1979 to 1982. He appeared in 191 regular season games, collecting 301 points during that span. He was named a first-team All-Star twice and was also given the Brad Horning Memorial Trophy as the Western Hockey League's most sportsmanlike player during the 81-82 season. Mike, along with his brother Randy, were both members of the Canadian national junior team that captured our first ever gold medal at the 1982 World Junior Tournament, in which Mike led all Canadian players with 5 goals and 9 assists, 14 points in just 7 games. Those totals were the 3rd highest in the tournament, good enough for Moeller to be named a Tournament All-Star. In pool play, Team Canada beat Russia 7-0. They also beat a U.S. team consisting of names like Housley, Chelios, and Van Beesbrook, eventually playing Czechoslovakia to a 3-all draw in the final game, which was all they needed to win the gold. That golden goal scored by none other than Mike Moeller. He was a second-round pick, 41st overall, of the Buffalo Sabres in the 1980 entry draft, and played 134 games with the Sabres and the Edmonton Oilers. In 1983, he helped the Rochester Americans capture the Calder Cup. Post-hockey, Mike started in the insurance industry, and next year will mark his 32nd year with Canada Life. He's remained involved in hockey as well, having spent time as the Red Deer Rebels color commentator and an assistant and head coach with various minor hockey teams. An avid golfer, Mike enjoys spending time with his wife, his 3 kids and their spouses, and his 2 grandkids.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Moeller! And of course, Bobby Loucks, head coach for 4 seasons, goes in as a builder. Roll 'em, Smokey.
Loucks served as the head coach of the Hurricanes for 4 seasons, from 1989 until 1993. In his tenure as head coach, the Canes never missed the playoffs, and he led them to back-to-back WHL Finals appearances. He coached the Canes for 288 total games, finishing with a regular season record of 168 wins, 105 losses, and 15 ties. Do the math, that's a winning percentage of .583. His 168 total victories ranks 3rd in Hurricanes coaching history, 20 behind Brian Maxwell, and a bunch more behind current head coach Brent Kissio. Loucks was named the WHL's East Division Coach of the Year twice, and also served as an assistant coach for the Canadian national team in 1991. After Lethbridge, Loucks spent 1 year coaching the Tigers in Medicine Hat, 3 years with the Tri-Cities Americans, and another 3 with the Lake Charles Ice Pirates of the Western Professional League. After retiring as a professional coach, he managed an electrical engineering company, but still remained involved mentoring other coaches and players. You can hear him on the podcast No Dead Sharks, or you can catch him on the golf course, on the pickleball court, in the gym, or in his garden. He's currently retired, living in Calgary, enjoying his 4 grandchildren, 2 of which unfortunately live in Red Deer and are Rebel fans, but according to Bob, what are you gonna do? Hockey has always been his passion, and hockey will always be his passion.
All right, let's give a big old welcome back to Bobby Loucks. Come on, Bob. The man with stats second only to number 9. Hey, geez, if I did something like that, I wouldn't be allowed within 100 meters in elementary school. But you pulled it off. Somehow, you pulled it off. All right, now we're going to get Gilmour back up here one more time. Doug Gilmour, you're going to come up. We're going to hostile one more time because I got some questions for everybody here. Now, Mike, we're going to start with you. Brent Kissio, of course, fresh off a gold medal performance in the World Junior. It's always nice to win gold, but you, a huge part of the team in 1982 that won our first ever gold. That's kind of a big deal. Describe it.
You know, the history of
even better without me.
You know, the history of hockey in Canada is we think ourselves as a hockey nation. And, you know, through different times in history, we've proven that. Unfortunately, at the junior level, the World Junior Championships were always held at Christmas time. And we weren't able to send our best players. We typically send a World Cup winning team the year before. We bolster some players, and we go and try to compete against the best, you know, hockey teams in the world. And unfortunately, that wasn't doing very well. The year before, we sent a team to Germany, and the Canadian national junior team finished 7th. We were one place away from getting relegated. So at that point, the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association came in and said, you know, whoa.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
I was on the Cornwall team. We were 7th.
Yeah. I knew that. I wasn't going to say anything. And again, good team. Dale Howard, you know, Doug Gilmour, Scott O'Neill, Mark Crawford. I mean, it's good players. But again, so it was decided, hey, we're gonna get the best junior players together. We're gonna have a camp, a summer camp that was held in Kingston, Ontario. We're gonna identify these players. We're gonna bring whoever's available back in December, and we're gonna pick a team, and we're gonna go compete in the World Junior Championships, which at that time was in St. Paul, Minnesota. Although some of the games were going to be played in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So long story short, the camp happens in the summertime, and then had a camp in Christmas time, and then there were some players that weren't available. You know, Brant Fuhrer makes the Edmonton Oilers, unavailable. Brian Bellows was picked overall makes the Minnesota North Stars, unavailable. Joe Sorrell, unbelievable junior defenseman in the Ontario League, makes the Colorado Rockies, unavailable. So whoever was available was picked, and all of a sudden we're going to go in this tournament. And the biggest thing I can try to tell people is that everybody said you can't pick an all-star team and have any kind of success. There's no continuity. There's, you know, everybody's got these egos, and everybody's a star on their own team. There's no way you can get everybody to play the way you need to play to. Yes, it can happen with the right people, right players, right coaching staff, and the right attitude. Because we finished 7th the year before, we got to play the top 3 teams this year that are coming into the tournament. It's a long tournament. We've got to play Finland, Sweden, and Russia. And so we got to work with those things. We beat the Finns, we beat the Swedes, the Russians. It's Winnipeg. Boston and the Winnipeg Jets are playing that night in Hockey Night in Canada. They decide, well, the juniors should be playing earlier that day. Let's put them on Hockey Night in Canada. Let's put them on CBC, coast to coast. Yeah, that's really what we want to hear as players. We're going to play the Russians. They're the best in the world. They clobber everybody. We're going to get smacked in front of the whole country. Anyway, long story short, we played like we were scared to lose. And sometimes things go your way. We beat 7-0. The worst defeat they've ever had in the World Junior Championship. Then we go across the line. We got to play Minnesota, we got to play the U.S. team. U.S. team, we did a bunch of high school kids. So we're going to be good. Dan Beaster played net. Chris Chelios played defense. Phil Housley played defense. We didn't know these guys at that time. They had a pretty good team. We didn't buy a goal. So now we're 4-0. Our last 2 games, because we finished so bad the year before, we got Switzerland and Germany, and we beat them. Now we're going to play the Czech national team in the final game. They've lost once, we haven't lost. We need a win or a tie. And the story goes, we're down after the second period 2-1. You know, we haven't gotten anything going. The Czech team is a good team. Fortunately for us, we're able to get a goal in the third to tie it. I kicked one in the third period. Thank God they didn't have replay back then. It was in the crease area. I think I got my stick on it. But that's the story. Anyway. And so we got a 3-2 lead. They get a late goal to tie us. They get 3-3, but we end up winning the gold medal. And if you ever watch the World Junior Championship, at the end of the game, if the team wins, the biggest thing is international hockey. They get on the blue line and play the national anthem. And you stand there, and the national anthem plays, and you all stand there, and it's all kind of a neat thing. kind of a rally cry for us that year because we would win. It's like, you know, before a game we were playing, let's hear the national anthem. We want to hear the national anthem. That was a rally cry. We win, we get the medals, stand on the blue line, no national anthem. The word comes down, they don't have it, they can't play it, it doesn't work. The Zamboni driver is kicked open the gates and he wants to get on the ice. And we're standing on the blue line, and Dave King was our coach, and King comes down and says, all right, guys, let's go. And we got our medals, we go back and we celebrate, we're like, oh, we're gonna do the national anthem. They don't have it, you guys. It starts at 1 a.m. A couple guys started singing Old Canada. Now, for those of you that ever sung the national anthem without the music, sometimes it's not that easy. So we get started down there. We got 2 players in Quebec. They start singing in En Français down this end. Some of us in the middle go, okay, we jump in. It's like a cappella. It's going around and around. Anyway, we sing Old Canada. We stand there arm in arm and we sing it. And we're in Rochester, Minnesota. It ends, and we're pretty excited. And everybody who stayed stood up and cheered. One of the best moments of my life, winning a national championship. I hope I never have to go to war. I hope my kids never have to go to war. But playing for the Maple Leaf in front of your chest is a big deal.
That's all from myself. We're losing your report. We didn't do that opportunity.
Now, I mean, we should say too, because you finished first, or seventh with Cornwall. You did have some rough times trying to make the national team, whether it was junior or whether it was Team Canada, but you eventually got to play some international hockey with the Maple Leaf on your chest. The experience you got.
This is a good story. Dave King, a really big fan. So the tryouts for the World Juniors my last year, again, I had a lot of points, and it's in Maple Leaf Barracks. After the league game, we practice. We would practice at 8:30 in the morning the next day, and the day cuts. Well, they brought 3 of us in, and I pretty much want to say they can't, I want to make a captain. I knew it was getting cut. So I get cut, and I said, well, can I have a passport back? Well, it's not with us. I said, oh, I said, okay, thanks. I knew I wasn't going to make a team, but I still had to go there. And I had to get back to Cornwall because I was on a white record street for points every single game. So I got back in time. They had me in the lineup. I missed warm up. I missed the first 5 minutes of the first period, then got a point. So it was a record, but anything I wasn't too happy with.
At least you didn't hear him through the adjoining room door, so that's probably what was it.
Well, okay, but in 91, we lost. 90, and then 90. We went, Calgary lost, so we went over to Switzerland. And we played McCowan, Fleury, Newland Hurt's knee. We were over to Switzerland playing. And so we won the first 5 games of the World Championship thing. We're all late, having cocktails. So practice is not bad, except when Dave King puts a chair in the middle of the ice, he goes, he looks at us, if this is my team, you guys would be sitting here, and we sit right here. Paul Coffey speaks by and goes, well, it's not your team. And we all know, yes. Then we're going to do that.
All right, Bob. Oh, yes, thank you. We did, just so everybody knows, we did get, thank you, sir. We did get jerseys for everybody. This is what we wanted to do for you. Now, unfortunately, Intelcom is, going to be spotty at best. So, we do have, thank you, can you open that up? Sweet, all right, it looks like, oh, look at that retro.
a good one.
There you go, sir. Trust your work proudly. Thank you very much. Last call for...
What?
Last call for alcohol in 10 minutes. You gotta see you later. All right, it's been nice. Okay. Bob, let's talk about you, just with the national experience a little bit, because you were an assistant coach with the U18, which is now the Olympic Progressive Cup. Talk about your international experience a little bit.
Well, it was called the Phoenix Cup, and we went to Japan actually to play. Pronger was on that team. Korea was on that team, and he's unbelievable. Pronger was a nightmare at the time because he played on the team.
Rob, one of the Niedermeyers. Rob?
Rob. But we went to Japan, and the Japanese team was not very good. I don't remember the scores, but they were embarrassing. And Russia was there, Canada, U.S., and Czechoslovakia, I think it was. Mike Rothschild was on that team. Probably the hardest hit I've ever seen in hockey against him, or against the Russian. He was right in front of the bench. Russia was coming down the left wing, and Rothschild stepped up and cranked him right in the chest. And you can actually hear it. Unbelievable. The kid laid on the ice. Nobody from Russian bench came out. Referee finally blew the whistle. Kid couldn't get up. He laid there for eternity, it seemed. Finally, a couple of players picked him up, put him on the bench. This is first period. He's sitting on the bench in the corner, and he just sits there, and he's like, looks like he's unconscious, actually. Period ends. Everybody goes to the dressing room except this poor Russian kid. He sits there the whole intermission. Same thing after the second period. And after the third period, a couple of kids helped him off the ice in the dressing room. I don't know what his name was, I couldn't tell you, but the poor kid was just agony. We actually played the Russians in the gold medal game. We beat them in the round robin.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt you, I really do. But ladies and gentlemen, Doug, hold on. We got to give one more send off to Doug Gilmour, but he's got to play the catch, so he's going to head back to Calgary. But thank you so much, Doug. Hope to see you back here again soon. Next time, all right? Sorry, let's go ahead.
So I think we beat them 3-0 in the round robin game, and then we ended up playing them in the gold medal game. And we were up 2-0 in the game, and Pronger decided that it's time for him to put on the show. So down the ice he goes, the puck turns over, rushing some lads to the play. That was, I think, about middle of the second period, I guess it was. So we're up, I think 2-1 going into the third. We get up 3-1. Chris decides it's time to put on the show again. Same thing, turns it over, now we come, take it and now it's 3-2. They tie it late. We go into overtime. Chris decides he's going to dangle the game. Where's the puck end up? Back in our net. So we clean it up with some
Unreal. That's great. We don't have as much time. Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question for one of these three? Anyone? Okay. Nathan, we got to ask you, what is your favorite memory from the your Bills back then, where Dale and Marla Norland, and a couple of favorite memories from the Norland basement, I would imagine?
Maybe the way that they would take care of me after a curfew ball. And mainly
really?
Well, yeah, kind of, but...
So what are you saying exactly? How many times did you miss curfew, maybe, there?
I just wanted to make sure everyone on the north side of Lethbridge was taking care after 11 p.m. I'm dead serious.
All right. We'll come back to that. We do actually have another box here. Hold on. Look at this, another retro. All right, there we are. Talk about so you played one game for the Oilers in 85-86, 6 games in 86-87. They didn't do anything the first year you were there. They did win the Cup the year you played 6 games. How many games do you have to play before you get the ring? More than 6?
Yeah, you need to play more than 6. You need to play 40 in the regular season, or you need to play in the final series. So, yeah. But I will say this: being a part of the Edmonton Oilers, or being part of the NHL, or being part of the Western Hockey League, or being a part of my time in the Lethbridge Broncos, any time I spent was always a privilege and honor to be there, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I played one game of 16 to go. So, thank you.
I want to talk quickly about your obviously your first WHL game is pretty special, but your first NHL game must be just surreal.
You know, I'm not much, I'm not flustered very often, and really not so much a hero worshiper, and don't get Twitter pages, put it that way. But as a kid, when you played boot hockey or street hockey or road hockey or out in the outdoor ice, every once in a while, everybody has to play goal. And during the era I grew up in, and some of you might remember this, in the kind of the 70s, when I was kind of that age, when you played goal, you always pretended to be something. And I always pretended I was Tony Esposito. Tony Esposito, Tony O. And for those of you who don't know, 1 year Tony Esposito had 15 shutouts in a regular season, which is unbelievable, especially in that era with the lots of goal stuff. Anyway, so the point is, my first NHL game, I get called up from Buffalo, to Buffalo. I'm playing junior here at Lethbridge with the Broncos, Danny Gare, their all-star right winger, got suspended, he's going to miss 3 games. I fly down, I'm going to play against Chicago, and the team's coming out, they're playing Calgary at Edmonton. Oh, this is good. So I'm going to go out against Chicago. And I've been to training camp, I played some exhibition games, it's no big deal. But somehow along the line, we're warm up, and I look down the end of the ice, we're playing Chicago, original 16, and Tony Esposito was playing goal for the Chicago Blackhawks. And I got all kind of flustered, a little geeked out, and I kind of slide up beside our captain at that time, showed up the roll, and we just call Bert, and I go, Bert. You know who's playing goal for them down there? Yeah, I do. He's very fair. Yeah, I do. It's Tony O. Can you believe it? And he deadpan, he says, yeah, he plays goal for them. Has for about the last 15 years. And so now I'm like, well, yeah, I do that. I do that. Anyway, that was my introduction. So the game starts. I couldn't wait to get the puck somewhere in the net so I could skate by him, just because it was so nice. I didn't forward. Why I was so enamored with that goaltender anyway, the first game we win, get an assist, and then the team comes out, get to play in Calgary and Edmonton, and get to have family and friends come and watch me play those 2 games. But that first game, and talk with Mark earlier, and he talks about, you never forget the first game. You never forget how it goes, why it goes. You remember the good stuff, you don't remember the bad stuff, which is good. Great story. I was 18 years old. I could be able to play in the National Hockey League, there I was.
Awesome. Okay, before we go any further, I think we all know what this is, so let us check it out. The third package from Intel.com. It is, oh shit. Terry, apparently you got the stress balls in your order, so I don't know what to do with those exactly. Your wife probably needs one of these. Warren, Remember there you got some more. Oh! No, I know. I thought it was in the drink then. And Pete, give this one to Char if you could. And God knows there's 4 of these here, and it works out perfectly, because God knows the chair and hole probably has a lot of stress too. So here's one for you.
What are you talking about?
Oh! Alright. I was thinking about you last night as we invested you in the hall. And
Were you serious, you know?
I was, because I'm thinking, as you're standing there, what it must feel like to be in that rink, hearing the national anthem and hearing the starting lineup, and you know, like just to go back to when you played here. What did it feel like for you last night to come back to the rink and see it and hear it and just be a part of it?
Honestly, it was a little surreal. I haven't been around a hockey game that close to the ice, and I don't know how long, maybe 2 decades, but it did rise me. I'm not gonna lie, but it felt, I don't know how to say it, but it almost felt like 20 years ago when I played here. To be honest, the lights went out, ready to get excited.
Awesome. And same question for you, Lossie, because it's been a while since you've kind of been in that situation too.
Well, it has been, it brings back a lot of memories. You look up in the rafters, those banners are there for my first few years, and I mean, there's just so many memories. You know, we had great times here, we had very good teams, we had very good players, and you know, it just makes me think back. It's been 30 odd years for me. But it's pretty awesome.
Let me ask you this, because we were talking a little bit, because your brother Randy does play-by-play in Florida.
That's color for the colors. Yeah.
Okay. Listening to him talk about charter planes and the meals and the way they're treated, I just want to ask you, do you think, and you know, I don't want to get into the whole generational thing, but do you think you could coach kids today, or like, are you that kind that could kind of move with the tide and do what you need to do?
Well, I think I could adjust, but certainly it's different. Certainly, when I came in the league, the kids' comment was like, you know, what can I do coach to make the team? I think now they arrive, they're expecting to make the team, and it's kind of like, what are you going to do for me? Because I'm the next superstar. It's just kind of the way they're brought up.
Speaking of superstars, I want to get everybody's opinion too, because you played with some really good players, right? And you folks are pretty good players. When you look at the Connor McDavids and the Connor Guards and stuff like that, thoughts on where the game is now compared to where it was in the late 70s?
You know, skill is skill, and being able to translate that on the ice and make the plays you need to make, I don't think any of it. I mean, you go back and, you know, I still think that Bobby Orr is probably one of the best defensemen I've ever played. And yet, you know, could you play this era? Yeah, you could play this era. I think the biggest thing now is the speed of the game. You know, everybody sees, everybody shoots, everybody is big and strong, but it's the speed or the pace of the game. And I think that's the one thing that separates a fellow like Connor McDavid. Can other players sit down like him? Yes. Can other players shoot the puck like him? Yes. Can other players, you know, see the puck like him? No. He does it going 100 miles an hour. He does all that skill at that high level, and that's what separates. Having said that, there's still room in the game for smaller players. There's still room in the game for players that don't have that skill, and that heart and desire. We had a guy up here for about an hour and a half named Doug Gilmour. Nobody was as competitive and as good a leader as Doug Gilmour in his day. He played 20 years in this league. And you have a look at how big and tall he was 10 after day. You don't do that unless you got all of this, and you got all the work ethic, and you just will not refuse to not have success. So there's still room in the team for all types of players, but the speed is just so much better now. I believe.
I agree with you. I think the superstars would be superstars in whatever era they play, because they're training so much different now than what it was. If you put Bobby Orr today's team, or Gordie Howe, or Brett Hall, or Dennis Hall, or any of them, they'd be stars. They'd just like they were right there.
Cool. All right, I do have our last package here, which I'm hoping is what it is, but apparently not. I don't. This is awkward. 2 jerseys and 3 people up here. We do have.
Now there's a logo. Look at that thing. You gotta make sure he sees that. A fucking Bronx.
You said bucket, right?
I said bucket.
Because I'm not really thinking bucket right now.
You didn't hear jersey. You didn't hear word.
Yeah, okay, well, it was supposed to be your jersey, but it's a fucking Bronx. It's your fucking jersey. And it's a medium, so good luck getting that off the top line or something.
There's no role play.
Oh, no, I can't.
I heard you say it earlier, so I was going to come back to you about that. So,
In all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a jersey coming for you, Mike. Unfortunately, with supply chain issues, it did not get here in time, but we will absolutely get you that jersey. Promise. All right?
Sounds good.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank these 3 for making the trip here, and we want to congratulate you all again for making the Wall of Honor. It couldn't be some more pre-deserving people. So thank you so much. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Mike Gilmour. Thank you, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for these 3. Oh yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll send you home with this. We have 3 bottles of toasted caramel whiskey from Black Velvet, courtesy of Black Velvet. So you take one home, you take one home, and you take one home. All right? You want to get the stress balls, and you get booze. That's okay. All right, we're going to get a picture taken up here with these 3. She's really good. You can Photoshop that Bronco jersey in there when we get it. No, well. Okay, hold on, stay there, because it's not off mine to do this. You gotta stay here. Yeah, for sure. Okay, before Hopsy goes down, we've got something to say, so listen up, everybody.
I just wanted to give a special thanks to Mark Gray. Mark was in Ottawa watching his son play first NHL game, and he saw fit to come all the way back to Lethbridge for this, so Mark, I appreciate that. I don't know how you could have had a better game to see your son playing his first game. It's his first point on his dad's birthday, wearing his dad's number 17. That's unbelievable. I don't know how long this is there. So, I want to thank you for making that happen. Thanks, Mark.
All right, well said, Rosie. Okay, so this is the last call for the silent auction. All right, silent auction will close in 5 minutes. Silent auction will close in 5 minutes. That's all. Again, we want to thank these 3. Always on very hockey stories. You heard some very good tonight. Just go down. We still want to do the 50-50 draw, but before we do it, we give a special thank you to our tender sponsor, the 50 Group, our wine sponsor, Cooper Equipment Rentals, our Sandman sponsor, Lethbridge Construction, our photo booth sponsor, Lethbridge Sports, Castle Canada, White Tanks, and Circus Farms, who sponsor the alumni tables, along with London Market Company, Bird Brothers Auction, and Brian Catering. All the volunteers we never really formally introduced you, but that changes now because we have Emily, we've got Taylor, we've got Leo, Marilyn, Alex, Cindy, Jamie, Debbie, Michelle, Aaron, and Sherry. That was just some of the people that put this on tonight and helped us out, so please give them a big round of applause for volunteering with us tonight. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, big thanks to you, our guests here tonight. Thanks for your continued support to help raise money for the Hurricanes Education Fund. I so appreciate you coming out. And now it's time for the 50-50 draw. Get out your tickets.